Boy, let me tell you what. This program is intended for a mature audience. If you are not 18 or older, stop listening and find more age-appropriate content. This show will cover serious topics in a satirical manner. If you're offended by any content herein, boy, I tell you what, that's your own problem. You've been warned. Don't try this at home or anywhere else, even in denying.
Are they gone? Good. Fuck those guys. Let's
I don't know, but the mics are hot.
Good.
All right, guys, welcome to the alien-cloud-vapes surprise show.
Surprise, we've been expecting this.
Yeah, we always we book these about a month in advance. So I am Gary the Hammer. This episode is brought to you in part by Resurrection Vapor at www.resurrectionvapor.com. Check that out, as Josh's commercial soon-to-be is going to put it. Okay, that's working good. The feed
butterscotch coffee?
Yeah, we're working. So, yeah.
Oh, my God, it's good.
And check them out at www.resurrectionvapor.com. Fantastic stuff. This episode's also been brought to you in part by Vape Walkie in Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Check them out at the aforementioned named vapewalkie.com. Hi, Jackie. Hashtag we're all fired.
Good. At least we're doing something
Hi,
right.
Jackie.
If we get fired, we're doing something right for the night.
No shit. And Diesel's in the chat room, too.
Fuck you, Diesel.
This is Alien Cloud Vapes surprise motherfucking show. With us today is the magnanimous, the magnificent, the phantasmagorical Ken Andrews from alien-cloud-vapes.com.
Hey, everybody.
Your number one wholesaler for shops only. Not open to the public.
Unless you're overseas.
Not unless you have the special card.
Or enough money.
Card. Once you get the special card, you're in.
Ooh, 0.26. This will be fantastic. Now, also with me today, or us today, is our newest member to the network, Kinky, as we're going to call her.
Hey.
Talk into the mic.
Remember, you got to mouth it.
You got to stick the mic
in
in your mouth
put it
like
in the
a
mouth,
dick.
in the mouth.
No.
Deep.
We got to turn it towards you.
At the end of the month, there will be a
Not
new
Ken-
microphone there.
Ken, can you hold the table?
And
Well,
not
it's a
just
good
the
thing I'm
tip.
chewing some gum so I don't smell my own breath.
Awesome. There we go.
Yummy.
Josh, you have bad aim, man.
Really, dude?
Right?
She's a sex ed teacher. You're horribly failing.
How'd you ever knock up your wife?
She got on top.
Oh.
You don't have control? I'm the one that wanted to get pregnant.
No. I mean, Josh.
Oh, it was a drunk sex weekend.
So she was on top.
Well, actually, it was like it was like 3.5 days of drunk camping with like my relatives and shit. So essentially, what happens is
So that's what gets you going, your relatives.
Shut your fucking mouth for a second. I'm telling a story. In April,
This voice you're hearing is Josh.
in April, we have a camping trip.
Yeah.
Right, and all the relatives of my family on my mother's side, over
Have
the age
AIDS.
of 21, go there, get shit-faced plastered for the entire weekend.
So-
from the time you wake up, the first drink you have is something alcoholic.
So you know my family. God, what the fuck?
What was that? Holy puberty, Batman!
It's like home.
What the shit was that? Oh my God! You're finally gonna start growing facial hair.
This commercial
this
break
goal.
brought to you by puberty.
But it
What
took
the
us
fuck, dude?
the whole
I've been
time.
sick.
The whole time, we dialed it in to one specific time, and that was like a week bracket, and we only did it once during that week, and that was on the camping trip weekend. So, drunk camping trip baby is what we have. That's how we have a child.
Can I give you
Two
a
of
little
mine
piece
came that way.
advice?
No, because I think it functions halfway decent.
Never.
I mean, it's a tuna can. It's only an inch long, but, you know.
This is why we asked Josh to put headphones on.
No, absolutely not.
Well, camping, you don't have access to the bathroom all that often, right? Right?
I know. That's
So my best advice to you is never try anal with like the his and her like.
Where's anal
because-
coming into this?
Avoid pregnancy.
Yeah,
Where's
avoid
anal,
pregnancy.
where's anal
We
not
were trying
coming
to
into
have a
this?
kid.
Oh, I missed that part. I thought it was like
Can
a.
you give
I
some
didn't-
full
I didn't-
information next time?
Yeah.
No.
I
that
needed
other
the full
that other
story.
lovely voice is our fantastic 100% next newest member, James.
Oh,
Hey, how
penis
we doing?
farts. Penis farts, dude.
Penis farts.
We'll get onto that later.
Somebody,
We'll get onto that
hold on.
later.
Let me contact Chuck. Let him know we're on.
I'm sorry because I got a couple more stories that I saved just for this.
Jesus, here we go.
So moral of the story: none of that like hot and cold lube.
No,
trying
absolutely
new things
not.
and
no,
no access to the bathroom while
No,
camping.
it has. We have a thing where it's like it has to be silicone based,
Okay.
unless we're using a silicone based toy.
Okay,
Like we do the smart thing. Don't worry.
Just-
We're good.
take my word for it.
We're good.
I still got to get done with the introductions here.
My bad.
By the way,
It's already
Gremlin's here.
started.
Yeah, obviously the prepubescent gremlin is here.
Hi guys.
It's now a porn cast, is what fucking Jackie's calling us.
Hey, it's okay. Jackie likes it.
What
Oh,
From rib show to
Jackie, you
porn.
love it.
Can we be
Vape
friends?
porn.
Vape porn.
Drop my mud.
For real.
Don't judge me. What? This is your
are we good?
space. This is my space.
This is
With this thing in my mouth.
All right, ball downhill.
okay. We gotta get through the introductions. I'm
Get
a
through the
horrible person.
intros. The
We're done with
promos.
the intros. You guys are fighting like fucking children meeting
Well,
for
we
the
probably
first
should
time.
get-
Hey,
we should
there's
probably-
nothing wrong with that.
You guys are
Probably
fighting like
should-
stepchildren
hold on,
moved in
hold
for the
on. We should
first
probably
week.
Get the promos out there.
Oh, promos
we
are
gotta-
out.
Are they?
Yeah.
Good.
Now we got to focus on alien-cloud-vapor.com.
What about Resurrection
Great time.
Vapor before we get to the Kingpin?
We just did it.
Did you play my thinger?
No.
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 Not
You
good
didn't
enough.
do it. We just said it. Jeez.
No, we got two. No, wait. We took care of that yesterday.
Okay.
So yeah, we're if we want to talk about Ideal Vapor, we're free to talk about Ideal
Awesome.
Vapor. We're free to
Great
also
place.
talk about Taffy e-liquids,
Great.
which is distributed by
Alien-cloud-vapes.
alien-cloud-vapes.com.
Sells Bearded Brothers.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that. I had this fucking the Bearded Brothers Bearded Dragons come, right?
the dragon jizz.
Hey, yeah.
No joke. This shit is fire.
Yeah,
I know.
This
What
shit
is that though? What's the flavor profile?
Try it. Try it.
I
I mean,
don't-
it's
I don't know how I feel
it's
about
down a little bit. I watered it down, but
The
oh
Dragon
my God,
Jizz is
it's
awesome.
fucking great.
I love the Dragon Juice.
It is fucking fantastic.
That's the cereal, right?
I think so. I think that's the
Is
cereal.
that the
isn't it?
cereal?
No,
No.
Dragon Jizz is not cereal.
That is the strawberry milk.
The
Yeah.
mustache right is the cereal.
It's
Oh, I
on
do need
point.
to
It's
get
fucking,
some of that.
I couldn't place a flavor because I'm just like like sucking a dick all day. Oh my God, it's great.
So you were drooling Dragon Jizz.
Yeah, dude, it was great.
Binky's on the fridge.
It's mythical. Man. It's mythical.
I told you, it's awesome.
It's yeah.
I will
And
say,
justice.
I've had two. Last time I was here, we had the cereal.
be right back.
That was great. Now that actually is really good too.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
strawberry
it was really
is
good.
really predominant, which
So
is nice.
Ken, what do you have coming for the upcoming months? Have you expanded? I wanna know.
Well, I'm getting a distro in New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
International.
International distro. Yeah.
he's been working at for a while.
Yeah, I have it. So. Yeah.
With a certain fine-chested woman.
yes.
Ah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. You know who we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The one who you hate's accent.
Oh, yeah, God, I hate it. I hate it so much. She can keep going with that, too.
Yeah. So
I hate it. Don't stop.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I'm working with him right now. We're putting out feelers. He's getting hits. So
That's good. That's good.
Cool.
Any business is good business.
yes. And I've got let's see, 3 new juice lights coming in. So
That's good. That's good.
And you're accepting new accounts, right?
Yes.
Every day.
every
So-
day.
Every day.
Always looking to expand.
And then just go right on the website.
Yep.
Sign up for that.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Looks like you got a few of them there for us to try tonight.
Yes. A few.
A little
Get me,
taste. Just a little taste.
He
Get you
gave me
hooked.
the Zen Vapors.
Yeah, it's one of the new lines I'm bringing in.
Gratitude.
That's the caramel.
No,
That's
no,
a
no,
coffee
try it.
caramel.
It's a. What did I say it was?
Coffee
It was,
caramel.
it was a coffee caramel.
Yeah.
It's actually
It's a 6-nick though. That's the only problem.
it's a boom flavor. It'll punch your taste buds.
That might not go home with Josh.
Fuck yourself.
Come on.
I've got
Come
more
on.
here. So.
Oh, nice. It's hard to get a good coffee vape.
Yes, it is.
Well, oftentimes they don't do it right.
Yeah, it usually tastes like. Ugh.
Yeah, you're drinking the bottom of like the coffee pot,
Pot,
and the grounds are hanging out. Been there for like 3 days.
Oh man, they've been there for 3 days. Clean that coffee pot out.
I'm now carrying the
No.
shots line too as well. So.
Nice. And that's one that I just loaded up, right?
Yes,
The watermelon
one.
version.
Yes.
Yeah. So are they more of a candy line?
No, they're actually a liquor line.
Ooh.
The one you got there is your watermelon vodka.
Shot, 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 shot.
So how is it?
I feel like that should just be poured in a glass with ice.
I feel like I'd
very
take that on
good.
the rocks.
It's
Well,
very
well,
good.
well, what
I'll
you
take-
can
yeah,
do.
you have to. I mean, it's.
You-
I'm not a big watermelon
I'm
person.
not either, but that one's good.
And that's something I could vape like to break up my day-to-day menthol and stuff.
Oh, you're menthol. Oh, that's right.
I am a menthol.
That's-
I do. But I'm extreme. I like one day it's like all custard. And then the next day it's like super menthol.
Yeah, the Zen line is totally custard. There's no nothing but custard in the whole line.
See? Yeah, the custard. There's only one custard you know I like to vape.
That is.
And you know where it's from.
Resurrection.
Resurrection by Resurrection. I do support
That's
their
what's in his
hat.
RDA.
Gotta try that.
That's what is in his RDA.
That's what's in your RDA.
Oh,
That's
that's
what I
what's in
loaded
there?
him up for. Yeah.
God, that is
That's in
good.
the gift.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
That's your gift I gave you.
fantastic.
That is good shit. Do you try this, Josh?
And I'm not a watermelon person at all.
No, that is really good. And it's
I'll tell you whether or
like
not
a lot of stuff for watermelon. You get like a small hint of watermelon, then it's gone.
Yeah,
It's not a real strong flavor.
No, and they usually. And my problem is a lot of shops, if they're in their house juice line, they add menthol to it. I am not a watermelon menthol person.
This is good.
Yeah.
No, that's not for
I
me.
told you, it's really good.
This
for
is
me.
no. This
I
is
can-
horrible.
I can
This is
taste-
horrible. You should clear out your entire stock, leave it here, and we will make sure
Donate it.
no one has any of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you
Quality
said,
control.
they're a liquor line, right?
Yeah, the whole line's a liquor line. Yeah.
I get the hint.
It's got vodka in it.
So there's
I've
actual
got the hint of it.
there's an actual
And that's
alcohol
something
content to it.
No.
Aw.
That's
That would have fit perfectly in here, right?
I know, right? That'd save us on the
Yeah, the
alcohol
entire
bill.
line,
Yeah, no
100% of the whole profits go right to the vets.
Awesome.
Oh,
good.
Nice.
that is cool.
that's good.
Another great organization.
And this
to get
network
behind.
too.
And this network.
You know what, though?
I can honestly say I don't quite like the juice, but props to them for doing the right
Reason.
thing. It's got that liquor taste.
It's just not his profile.
Yeah.
It's just not his profile.
Really, yeah. That's the whole thing. Is it's not my profile.
Okay. So what was
I
the
like it.
watermelon? Who? I had to correct. I had to correct a situation.
It's a watermelon.
Vodka, right?
I forget
No
the
wonder
name.
why I liked it.
Yeah, it is good.
Watermelon
so
vodka.
the watermelon it's called 9mm.
Yeah, 9mm.
So, and it's the watermelon, and it's I can't even say anything bad, honestly.
No, it's got a good flavor.
And justice.
It's not that strong, so it's kind of it'd be a good flavor for a beginner.
But you know, at the same time,
Hey,
though,
Chuck's in the room. From Bearded Brothers.
Chuck, send me
Chuck.
some of the fruit cereal, please. I haven't found one that I actually like.
Well, if you use the code JUSTICE upon checkout, you get 40% off. That's from this show alone, this network alone.
That sounds.
Do
like
it
challenge
because they might
accepted.
pick us up as a sponsor,
There we go.
or they might take us on sponsoring.
If
and all
you
that.
guys want the bearded dragon I'm sorry, milk. Oh my god, seriously.
No, dragon jizz. Dragon
Dragon's
jizz.
jizz.
Dragon
whatever
jizz.
whatever you want to fucking call it.
It's-
Oh my god,
yeah.
it's fucking good. It is fucking
so,
good.
did we go over what Ken brought in?
Well, he's
yeah,
been
we
working
just started.
through it.
Okay.
We've kind of been talking through it. We talked about the new pickups on wholesales and working on going international.
In my wholesale distributorship.
Not the top, the side.
But I like the top.
I know, but these aren't those kind of microphones.
The
Though.
side bothers me. I feel
I
weird.
understand you like being a power top, but it doesn't always happen.
No, it does not.
Sometimes you just have to go with the mood. Okay,
And if you're too drunk and you lay down, there you go.
it is what it is.
Make sure you lay down on your side or your stomach. If you're too drunk and you lay down,
Well, no, I mean, in her
enjoy your bad habits
in her,
responsibly.
in her, in her
No, no,
benefit,
no.
she'd rather have him lay down on his back. So
No,
just
she
do
made
what
a
she
pegging
wants.
reference before we got on the show. I don't know about this.
There you go. So here's the thing. No, when you're drunk, there's the only way you should be laying down is a way to put the foot down on the floor so it stops spinning.
I know that fucking room, man.
Yeah, I've passed out a couple times. And make sure your shoes are off, otherwise you're free game.
Yes.
Especially in this fucking place.
Yeah. It's because of the Nick.
It's the Nick level in it.
Yeah, it's a 6.
They sent me a 6 by mistake. They said it's a 3, but it's a 6.
Which one did you hook Josh up with?
The gratitude.
The gratitude's like
So,
the
I'm
caramel
sorry.
pepper.
Are you reciprocating that?
What?
Are you showing gratitude?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it.
No, it's good, and the flavor's really good. You can tell the difference on a 6 with a throat hit. And
Oh, yeah, for
it,
sure.
it would be good for that person looking for the throat hit.
Yes.
I've wanted one of these since fucking Vape on the Bait too. Thank you, Ken.
You're
sorry.
welcome.
I'm so fucking giddy right now.
Well, what are you giddy about?
I got a
Tell 'em.
Mason 30mm Gemini Series 2.
Authentic.
Authentic.
They don't come around that often.
No, they do.
No, they don't.
And the number, magic number.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is my second 30 mic. 2638.
Wow, that's a low number.
That is for these guys. That's
Yeah, it
That's
is.
a low number on the run.
Yeah. Whew. So spoon. Boss's dust. Purple
Purple powder.
pot. That's Dave.
What is that?
Anything with purple,
It's a
give it
brand
to
new
him.
juice from Transistor.
Ooh, can I try it?
So I did try something from Transistor this last weekend. What was the name of that?
100K.
It was their new one. It was a new one.
A new one.
Hey, 100K will never fucking leave this studio alive.
I can't remember. It had a really good profile on it, though. It was. So what I
Grapefruit?
like to do is I
got
oh
grape-
Shit.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Was it?
Jesus, that is awesome. That is like just purple grape all the way. Holy shit, purple drink.
purple drink.
Dude, that is fucking, oh god. That is like when you get the icy pops and they're all melted, that's the juice at the bottom.
The space milk or whatever it is from Transistor.
So the leftover liquid in a
Yes.
frozen pop.
Yes.
Yes. It's
Hands
exactly what
down.
it tastes like.
That is
Why do you keep
awesome.
on- Why do you keep closing it?
Because I don't feel like I don't like to pass. I'm hoping you'll just set it down.
I know, right?
Keep taking everything from me.
Okay, I got in the chat room. Respect from Transistors. The Heat. That was from Jackie. Unit K. Unit K is one of my favorites.
Respect is we've been through a lot in my household. For
I've
sure.
gone through a lot of
Yeah.
that myself.
I've lost a lot of that. in this
Like
Respect
1,000 bills.
Well, you do belong to this network.
Respect women.
Dude, that is a shit.
Menthol that, and it'd be
Menthol, it's excellent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Dennis, goddammit.
My palate is
Fail.
gonna be ass after this. I don't like it. That's why I don't like when Ken comes into the studio because my palate becomes complete ass.
That's what menthol's for.
Yeah, it does kind of refresh everything.
So does your mom.
The one he brought last time was that Halo.
Yeah, Halo.
Halo, that'll clear
Sub-Zero.
your palate. I don't care what you think.
As soon as I get a hold of Jeff again from Resurrection, I will fucking make sure you get your hands on some Triple Death Mint. I know it's not called that, but that's what I call it.
I
I'm
got it.
good with that. Yeah,
I got it.
absolutely.
I'll hook you up.
It tastes like a fucking wintergreen raped a spearmint with a Mentos.
What I do want to know is, does Resurrection offer the Resurrection in like an IV bag? Is that available? Because I mean, that
don't
big
know.
of
I
a
can ask
bag,
him.
I think that would last me.
And he
a
wants
week.
a
So,
2,000 milliliter saline bag as well.
I was going to say, so what we need to look at for this network with James is a 40 millimeter dump tank.
pretty much, yeah.
40-gallon, half the shit.
that big V12 fucking thing we made jokes about.
Well,
that's probably
We just need
about
like a giant
well,
hamster.
well, in all
water
fairness,
thing.
I do have a toy coming, and I'll talk about it when it gets here. But it definitely, it's a 1 millimeter bigger than the dump tank. So
holy shit.
it's the 41 millimeter Voltro V2.
No shit.
I currently have on shipment on my way, so that'll be bringing in house for us to play with as well.
Wow.
Voltro. Yeah. So I'm big excited for that one.
I'm still trying to get rid of my Modfather by Voltro. So.
Would
I've
you
seen a lot of
talk
people
into the
doing that.
microphone, please, Josh?
No, because I don't want that to be on the record.
Okay.
I'm seeing a lot of people do that actually.
It still came off.
It did.
'Cause I still respect them. even
Yeah,
though they're-
absolutely.
Dude, even a few of the aforementioned guys who have been on this show who are no longer in business, I still respect. I'm not particularly pleased with how things ran or how things ended, but
That's,
I respect the person.
It's unfortunate,
Do
but
you
that
know?
is no longer
Yeah.
something we can handle.
I'm not talking about who you're thinking about.
There's so many.
I'm talking about the mod makers.
They were nomadic.
Oh,
They vaporized.
Right. Hint, hint, drop. No, I think with the industry itself, though, is that you have a lot of people that are getting into it for the wrong reasons, and then they all of a sudden realize that this isn't the industry for them, and then they lose their name, unfortunately. And that's really what it comes down to.
Or they get
bad business.
Or they get called out for the background shit, and shit goes haywire and sideways. But
this is definitely a snitching industry. Everything behind it will come out. So if you're going to operate with integrity, you got to do it both behind and in front. Otherwise, you're going to get caught in it.
Yeah, you don't email people fucking threats of physical harm or death. You don't fucking go to their fucking apartment complex and say, "Hey, you quit me, and I'm going to kill you now," and shit like that.
Yeah, it's going to come out.
It does come out.
But though,
everything comes out in the wash.
I do have to say that the industry is super fickle, because we can bring up the certain reviewer named Trippers and what he did, and he still still has tons of subscribers.
He got a pass. Rip Tripper's got one. I will say it.
Yeah,
I will say it. Rip Tripper's got one fuck of a pass.
Yeah, and he bashed the industry
hard, deliberately, and fucking for cash.
And then everybody's like, "Oh, I'm still gonna subscribe," because everything he vapes, pushes out like 150 watts on a 30-watt coil. It makes no sense to me. There's way better reviewers out there, and there's a better industry out there for people to watch.
Right.
Yes. Hands down.
Yes.
And ones that are going to give you an honest opinion about equipment before you drop your hard-earned money on it.
Yeah. I'm getting in the chat room. He's an ass fucking, yeah.
Absolutely. The chat room is a big part of it. I think that...
well, dude, I love. I'll go on the tube of the U's and look at Tripper's comments in the sections. I'm surprised he hasn't stopped or deleted comments or stopped the ability to comment on his shit. Because
here's the thing.
A lot of ashy knuckle fucking comments and shit like that.
Here's the thing. Publicity is publicity. Regardless of whether it's bad or good, you're still getting your name out there, period.
Right, but you don't... In my opinion, you don't fucking turn your back on the thing that made you.
Absolutely.
I don't disagree with that, but to each their own.
Yeah.
Everybody's an individual person. They can make their own poor decisions if that's what they choose.
I trust fucking Grim Green more than I do that guy.
Grim Green, the Blogan, that's another fan.
Oh, the Vapin' Brogan?
Yeah,
Bogan,
if you want an honest opinion, watch that guy, because he's not going to sugarcoat if something's just shit.
Even if they do a paid advertisement for him.
Yeah, and he still will tell you if it's crap, and he doesn't want you to buy it. Uh-oh. He just mind-gasmed.
Pass this over to James. He might just have. You might shoot Jeff now. Do you remember? Think about that Resurrection by Resurrection. It's a bit spicy.
Yeah.
That was unfair.
Yeah,
that was super unfair.
Here, pass that down to James and have him drip on that.
That's super unfair.
That's one of them.
That's just one of them. And Josh, who is that by?
Your swag
sauce. Swag. Okay, we got swag sauce cowboy custard going around the table right now. It's not Josh's profile.
No, Resurrection's better.
Yeah, Resurrection has it, but that is like
that's like a dead second if you're going for.
Yeah, if you're going for that.
That's actually tobacco too.
Yeah, I can taste. That's that burn right there.
But you know what? That's good though. That gives a lot of times in the industry, people are still looking for that little aftertaste of tobacco.
Yep. Now I know Kinky has a whole bunch of fucking coconut shit in front of her. Coconut rum, mini micro bottles.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. And Ken just pulled up something from Vape Savage. And she is eyeing that like it's sizzling.
Well, so all of the words are in bold orange except for one. It says coconut. So it's like it says my name.
Is this the sister to this? The the mango? Actually, that's what you're vaping.
I didn't even realize. No wonder I like it so much.
That's the one you're vaping.
And Justice.
That's the one you're vaping.
I didn't even know that.
Don't
Winning.
worry, she loves it all.
No joke. Is that what's in here?
Yeah.
That's why I like it.
One of those two. Those are the ones you can like.
Thank you for choosing those for me.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Save me some time.
Ryan Parker.
No, you gotta open it because.
So James, we gotta Google. We gotta. What?
Yeah.
Sorry, Ken just handed me something as I'm trying to talk to James. James, you and I have to Google Ryan Parker.
Ryan Parker, I'm scared.
Yeah, I think
This isn't like
I don't know if
one
this
cup, right?
No, I don't know if this is a troll or anything, but Chuck says I trust Ryan Parker more than Tripper.
Well,
And then
there you go.
Jackie, and then
definitely-
Jackie says I'm such a juice Nazi.
You gotta be a juice Nazi in this industry.
You have to. In this
Oh,
industry.
absolutely. There have been so many fucking janky fucking juice makers out there. Like, what's the term we use? Tub juice.
Tub juice,
Tub
yeah.
juice, yeah.
People that are
Bathtub
making
juice.
it
In their fucking living room while smoking cigarettes with a house cat next to
Yep,
them.
absolutely.
Hey.
But you know what though? If you're talking about Jackie,
Dude, that's not just that's
no,
that's a lot of
'cause
fucking
here's the
janky
thing: you
tub
can't
juicers.
clarify this because there's some house juice that's really great
Oh, absolutely.
and
Yes,
it's cleanly
there is.
made
There
and the
is.
process is good.
Yeah, like
Tub
benevolent.
juice, you're hitting it on the head. It's that person who doesn't wash their hands, is mixing stuff with the same syringes they've been using for 6 months.
Who uses syringes?
Thank you.
Are you mixing by scale?
This whole setup here.
Nice.
Thank you.
Waits to, well, but most people who start DIY.
Well, Hammer
are
Approved
mixing
just
by
got
the mill.
fucking busier again.
But that's the thing. When you go as a larger quantity, you're going to be using scale, not by milliliters.
I
or
can
volume,
tell you-
unless you're using nicotine.
I
Nicotine
can
is
tell
what's
you,
measured
there's
by
a certain
milliliters.
company out there that tried to launch themselves, and they're still using syringe.
No?
They're still doing it by the syringe, by the milliliter, not
Oh,
using weight.
okay.
Okay.
So,
Which one was this?
and then you know what you breed? Inconsistency, because not everything comes out of the syringe.
That's
Right.
But you know, getting back to Jackie, so Jackie's being says she's selective about juice. She has to be. She's in the industry.
She's an owner and she's a distributor as well.
Yeah, so she has to be selective as far as what she's going to put on her shelves, and she has to be an owner that's willing to say, "I vape everything up here, and I stand behind the product."
Right.
That's the same way I am. I vape everything I bring in. I vape it.
But
There you go.
but Jackie is unconventional, and she keeps stuff that is on the shelves that is not in her profile, and she'll tell you straightforward, this is not in my profile. However, I will sell it because it is good quality.
Good quality, and
She won't say it that professionally.
But you know what? That's an honest truth. Even when I was working in a shop and people would ask me about a juice on the shelf, I would
Right.
say it's just not in my profile.
Yeah.
The juice is clean. It's got a decent flavor to it. It's just not what I want to vape today.
Right. And then you got like our guys at Vape Walkie who will actually have something in a koozie while they're selling shit.
There you go. That's the way it should be.
Amen to that. And fucking, they'll tell you straight legit. We sell this. It's a good line, but this flavor is AIDS. This flavor's okay. This one's high VG. This is a coil killer. Jackie will tell you the same thing.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be.
Like you were saying, the integrity of the fucking behind and up front.
Well, yeah, and that's people would shop. They would find out the days that I was working and come in because they know I'm gonna tell them the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Hey, you don't want that because you're using a TFV8 coil, and that thing's gonna smoke that thing in a week.
And I made sure you weren't working
Most of the time.
when I came in, so you could just come down and be cool.
There you go. Exactly.
I'm not forced to sell fucking something today.
Absolutely.
I'll let my nephew do that job.
There you go.
So Ken did ask me a question. Feel free to say no. No comment.
Okay.
But did you want to talk about because I've been receiving a lot of questions and a lot of inquiries to your former place of employment.
Us closing.
Yes.
That's what we're
Veterans
talking
Veterans Vape and More has closed.
We have closed permanently. I think it was just an array of things, and honestly, that would be Ken, the owner, being able to talk about that more in depth. But I think it was just an adding up of a lot of things, and it's just a shake of the industry where we're at. We
Right.
don't have a lot of
Well,
vape culture.
yeah, and the vape culture you do have, the market is essentially flooded down there.
Yeah, we're flooded. I mean, we have a lot of stores,
It's
but
hard to establish a good foothold.
yeah, and right now we're running into the problem, and a lot of shop owners can think about this, and they're definitely going to tell you it's true, is that a lot of people are online buyers. So they'll come in your shop, they'll see a price and say, I'd rather buy it online. The culture
and we've talked
shocks
about
it.
the difference between purchasing online versus in a store.
Well, most of the time you're purchasing online. We just had this discussion about your gift. People will go on eBay and find this gift, and they'll say, this is a great price. I love it. It's authentic. No, it's not.
It's authentically fucking cloned.
Yeah, so and I have nothing against clones. There are some really good ones out there, but the online industry is taking vaping where it's going to give it to you cheaply, but it's not giving you the service that a brick and mortar does. And it's not giving the face-to-face.
Right. If a product is broken for a brick and mortar, you purchase from brick and mortar, and then it comes back broken, 9 times out of 10, the B&M is going to take it back and give you something of equal or greater value.
We have, absolutely. No questions asked.
You've done a
equal or lesser.
Yeah, you've done and it's by law since the FDA's regulations that quote-unquote no refunds, no returns. They didn't say anything about exchanges or in-house charges or in-house.
Basically, we would credit you back, and we would tell you where it falls into your range of what you're doing, and we would make the deal and make it right.
Yeah, I do that with shops too. So.
Yeah, and what people really need to stick on is that people in the industry that are doing that are making sure that vaping is still there for you, and they're taking care of you.
And here's the other trend that I have started to notice with the online. People are actually getting – it seems to me that the public is becoming more aware of the negatives of the online sales and online storefronts with the regards to the bullshit that occurs with it, i.e. the refund and return bullshit, the personal people want more personality from purchasing shit. So I have noticed a trend that, hey, online sales are starting to actually go down.
Well, yeah, and I think people are catching on to it, and shops are catching on to it, and they're starting to adjust prices to be more competitive with online as much as they can be, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, with online sales, with the FDA pulling their stuff, it's going to go away.
Absolutely.
And then what's going to happen is you're going to have a bunch of shops who are in it for the money. They're going to set whatever price they want because that's the only place you're going to get it.
And that's what I liked about Veterans Vape and More. You guys legitimately were not in for the money. Most proceeds went to the fucking vets.
Yeah, I mean, the owner was very adamant about pulling no profit. It either went back in for products for people or it went to an organization for vets. And that was his whole purpose of the shop, was to provide vaping equipment cheap enough that people didn't get
or
screwed
calling
over.
BHN down for a fucking live show.
Yeah, bringing them down. But you know what,
that
though?
was a good fucking show.
That's the culture that we wish we had in the area that we were, because when you guys came down, the entire culture of Wisconsin brought themselves down to our vape shop, whether it was an hour and a half away, 2 hours away,
even
to support us.
Yeah, Jackie, the Frumpy Lawn Gnome, our friends from Vape
Yeah,
Walkie.
absolutely. It was fantastic. Ken was down there with us, and
that's how Bad Habits rolls, dude.
that's a party. and
I hate to say it, that's how Bad Habits rolls. Even when we do something when it comes to Wisco Vapes in Milwaukee. Hi, John.
Yeah, when we try and roll, we try and roll deep.
Oh yeah,
and it's one of those things where it's not like we're just trying to show off our entourage. It's the
we're supporting.
Bring.
We're supporting
the
as well.
The presence
man.
we bring to an event or a community or anything like that isn't just doing one thing and showing off our entourage. It's supporting the community.
No, the only reason I have an entourage is to control my ass.
But you're not that bad.
That's the whole thing. Is the more bodies you get in somewhere, the more people are going to look and be like, "Wow, that place is banging."
You and I haven't drank yet, James.
No,
you and I have not gone out on the town and drank yet.
We haven't had that opportunity.
All right, NyQuil.
Somebody else can be Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I will sit back and laugh because Dave can attest. He hates drinking with me.
Do I?
No, you don't. It's just,
we probably hate the morning after.
Yeah, we would.
That's
we
probably,
would. We would.
You got the panic buttons for that.
The worst call ever.
We do.
I need
we
you to
do.
come pick me up.
Bringing that all around full circle back to the returns and exchanges and all that stuff, that really only applies, even with the FDA regulations, that only applies to juices and batteries.
Yes.
It doesn't apply to RDAs and it doesn't apply to mods.
But
currently,
there have been. I have heard quite a few stories that the onlines are like, no, you bought it, you keep it.
Yes, yeah.
But that comes down to them not wanting to fight the company. What a lot of people don't see behind the scenes is that even if we take a mod to exchange it and we're going to then send it out to get it basically replaced for the warranty.
Yep.
it's a long list. It could take up to 6 months to get that mod replaced.
Correct.
Because they
Last mod I had replaced was 3 weeks.
They want to go over a whole list of stuff, and they try to find it so it's your fault. And as soon as they can find it's your fault, that mod is done. They're not going to replace it.
I find out U.S. manufacturers, you don't have that problem though.
No,
Right.
U.S.
Well, a lot of the online places that I've dealt with, and this is what stopped me to going online shopping, was the fact that, oh no, it's not our problem. You got to take that up with the manufacturer warranty. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
Well, and though, and if we go to the shop level, I think personally the reason why I'd rather spend the extra bucks in the shop is because the experience of going into a shop and meeting an owner or meeting an employee that's just as passionate about the industry as I am, and they're not there to make a buck.
Right.
They're there to talk to you about vaping and enjoy the experience.
I mean, honestly,
Ken be an example. Ken came down to our shop, and as a wholesaler for us, came down to our shop to an event we had, and sat there and talked vape with us for hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Was
providing
that
us
was
with
that after
products.
the event or at the event?
Both.
Both.
You actually, I did not know you revisited.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's passionate about the products he's bringing. And if we said something to him, oh, we're really lacking this. Oh, I've got that. Hold on. And not a lot of wholesalers are like, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that.
Yeah,
Well, he's very
I'll actually go out and try to find it for you guys too.
He's very committed, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, what was that? You even hooked up some people with the Spectrum, from what I remember. The not the Z, but the Spectrum
If
came
we're
out.
talking about mods that he has, I want to
And
talk
the,
about that
Dragon Ball
Kumo.
Z.
The Dragon Ball Z. That's the one
The
I was
Dragon
really
Ball
yeah.
Z.
I want to
Yeah.
talk about that.
Okay,
that
yeah.
Ku-
James
oh.
really before. Let's get back into the juices real quick.
Sure, we can do that.
Let's start naming them off. What we got in studio.
Okay, fair enough.
Ken, go ahead.
Well,
it is technically your show.
Well, I gave you the Cap
Yeah,
Hero
you gave me the decapo.
by Savage.
Oh, that is the green
And
double.
we're
apple
currently
candy.
vaping the
I also
mango
brought that
coconut
one
blood
too.
orange.
I also brought
from-
that
from
one too, the
Savage.
Vega. Marculus, which is the I forget which one this is. It's a lemon tart.
I'm gonna take that. I'm taking that. That is mine.
It is
Do you
mine.
waffle?
20
'Cause
bucks.
I like lemon.
And I
20
got
bucks.
that Thai tea.
Is that Thai tea you said?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Toss that lemon tart. I wanna.
I had
No,
that
no,
when
no.
it
Thai tea.
first.
Send that down here.
I had that when it first came out. That you are not going to be disappointed when that hits your tongue.
Then I got Blueberry Milkshake Man and Strawberry Milkshake Man.
I'm not big on the blueberry though. The strawberry would be a good one.
You would dig the milkshake, man.
Yes, you will.
You would.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen,
Because
that
of
was
your
a cracking of a seal. That's the best
My
sound
ghetto?
I've
Nice.
ever
Your ghetto tongue profile.
So what you're saying is I have a black man's tongue.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah, you do.
I'm just
I've
saying.
got his credit, but
I was gonna say. I'm just saying you might have a couple sickle cells in your system.
what you talking about?
I brought Swag Sauce Aqua Blast.
Yeah, is that the one I'm?
Yes, that's what.
That's the one I purchased, which is awesome.
Yeah, we didn't even get to taste it. Dave fucking looks at it and goes, "How much?"
It's mine. That's what I've been vaping on this guy. I mean,
Dave loves these alien cloud vape surprise shows.
dude.
I've got Killer Custard by Swag Sauce.
I will say though, one thing I do like about Ken is when he comes to these shows, he brings an array of flavors, not just what we've said we like. He brings everything for us to try.
Well,
Yes.
that was the original agreement. It's like, hey Ken, once a month, bring whatever the fuck you want. If you've got overstock and want to get rid of it, fucking hook us up.
The lemon tart. So imagine.
Let's
like
do this and get Ken out there. Because honestly, if you go to alien-cloud-vapes.com and tell them you heard about Ken Andrews' shit on BHN, he might work with you a little bit better. And I'm just saying.
I'll
I'm
give you
just saying.
5% off of your first order.
5 off on the first order.
But here's the thing, even not signing up.
And you can get a lot of Hammer-approved products from Ken Andrews' website, alien-cloud-vapes.com, such as Taffy, E-Liquids, Bearded Brothers, and
Resurrection Vapor.
quite a few others.
Adrenaline Vapor.
You know what though?
So
Even more than that though, you should sign up anyways. Sign up, see what's available, and take the shot. You're not going to be disappointed.
Oh, absolutely. And did we finish the flavors?
No.
We did not. He's
when you guys are trying that, imagine.
Jesus Christ. What
Imagine.
is this?
All right, here's what I want you to imagine: a effectively
Legacy. Ooh.
All right, hold up. Imagine a cream-filled lemon cupcake with poppy seeds on top.
Is that lick smacking good as you suck that thumb?
Dude, I just lost the tip of my thumb. Oh, that's delicious.
That's what I said.
Keep
I'm taking
that,
it.
Keep that away from me.
I knew it before.
That's right. That's right up there with lemony cakey.
Lemony cakeish, yeah.
Hey, kinky.
Kiki, try that one.
Wow, for the
Grab
first
that
time,
for
your
me.
Is this the legacy?
thing's not keeping up with us.
Oh, I did try it. I think it's pretty damn
Well, yeah, the
amazing.
air filter.
Yeah.
It's doing okay. The air filter's doing okay.
Then I've got from Swag Sauce Juice Stein, which is a honeydew. Can't read it.
May I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody else hung up?
Yes. Can I get a soda, please?
Honeydew something.
I got
think
vodka.
cantaloupe. I think honeydew cantaloupe or something like that.
Yep, honeydew cantaloupe. I'm not gonna. No offense. I'll give that a quick taste, but it's not. I guarantee I'm not gonna like it because I don't like cantaloupe. I love honeydew, but I don't like cantaloupe.
Unfortunately, these are just custards. I don't know what the profiles are on them.
No. Just the sprites.
I've got
on the floor.
from
Should
Zen
be on the
Vapor,
floor. Sorry.
Joy, Tranquility, and Transcendence.
I'm not, and no, I'm not calling them out on that faux pas, folks. Tranquility.
Tranquility.
The vapor's tongue is real. Ken, can you pass that over, please? The soda, not the
And then from
definitely.
shots, I've got
Yes, the shots is what we're really curious about here.
I got 9mm, 50 cal, 357, and 12 gauge.
That's the one from Squids, right?
Yes.
Which
100%
also is
which 100% of all juice proceeds from me go right to the vets. So I don't make any money on these juices.
I'm doing doubles of vodka, soda, diesel. Shut up. I'm getting told soda, you fucking pussy. It's
You're
like,
also
no.
vaping vodka too.
But you know what? Don't diminish what he just said. Can you repeat what you just said about that juice?
It's
I said
fantastic.
100% of my profits are going right to the vets.
Pulling no profit.
Pulling no profit. Yep, that's Squid Industries as well. They are in charge of the double barrel, as well as the.
Which I am vaping on tonight.
Yes, you are. And the, what is the name of that fucking RDA they made? I bought one for Michael. The silent? No, it's not a silencer. It's weapon related. I'm sorry, folks. I'm doing no justice here. If Michael would actually show up more for these shows and.
Stop getting weed whacked by his girlfriend? Well, that's what it looks like. I mean, we've all seen the pictures.
Yeah, she really needs to let him out from his
It looks like a
reins.
revolver, though.
Yep. But the Squid Industries is a fantastic
They're the one with the
mod
double barrel, correct?
right there.
Yes, it's all
Ken,
US
Ken
made,
has
too.
Ken has the special edition in
I
front
got
of
the
him right
collector's
now.
edition.
Double barrel.
Nice.
See, and that's the great part about being a wholesaler.
That's a great thing about being in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Well,
Christ.
and people realize they don't realize that's a benefit when you get in the industry. Even if you're just working in a shop, you get access to it all.
Oh, yes.
Are you kidding me, dude? Why do you think? No offense. Why do you think we created the Bad Habits Network? Because if it's bad habits, we are going to know the best ones.
Well, first was
And they're-
cigars,
It was PBR,
then cigars.
then wine and cigars.
I take
and-
offense to that.
Now it's
PBR
vape.
is not a bad habit.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's a horribly awesome bad habit to have.
Although I will say tonight at dinner I couldn't get away from the spotted cow. You guys do good with that. That is it's another one. Are you actually measuring? Just count 3
I have
seconds.
to.
1.
I
2,
have to because
7,
you know
14.
vodka and me are good friends.
Are they?
Yes.
Yeah, I currently have over 2,000
Yeah, the last
juice
fight I got
flavors,
into
too.
in public.
2,000 juice.
Juice flavors.
Does your Russian come out?
And the nice eyebrows.
And I'm going to tell you this. Been to 2 shows now. He's just said he has 2,000 flavors.
Yes, he does.
2,000.
Over
2,000.
Over 2,000, and there's no way that I've tested them all, but I feel like I have to totally Neil Patrick it and say challenge accepted.
We're just scratching
And I
the
vaped
surface.
every one of those.
Oh, Vapor's tongue.
We actually have the one that Ken had specially made for alien-cloud-vapes still in studio.
Yes.
Somewhere.
Somewhere in here. Yeah.
Somewhere in here.
Are you sure you do?
It was did you take it? It was the cranberry one.
No, it was a cherry dragon fruit.
The cherry
Then
dragon.
I don't have it. No,
Okay.
I don't have it.
Because the benevolent was a good speaking of back to the housemakers. Benevolent, he had one really good flavor, and it was surprising.
I'm just gonna say I have mixed opinions, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I know. That's like you said. There's a lot of shit that you guys, if you're in the industry, it is a snitch industry. Make sure your back door is as tight as your front door.
Absolutely.
As they used to say in the old country.
You know, we don't have a problem with that, though.
Say again?
Just to give you a heads up, Resurrection's coming out with a chocolate flavored juice.
Yeah, I know. We have it in studio that I have London.
Wait a minute. Is he adding the caramel to it?
No, marshmallows.
Marshmallows. It's very
Remember the
Jeff,
off the air when
if you're listening from Resurrection, add the caramel.
Remember the hot cocoa with marshmallows I had you try that I keep under lock and key?
Yeah, exactly.
He's finally releasing it.
It's going to New Zealand too.
It's going to New Zealand. It's going to fucking
It'll be in
Florida.
Delay the release for the U.S. just to piss us off.
Don't do that. Hey, I wear your hat everywhere. Don't do that.
That's the thing. You got to get the hype up everywhere except for the U.S. because then consumerism will take hold and be like, "Oh, I need it." Oh.
But you know, it's hard to do a good chocolate. So when you get one, you want to get your hands on.
I've only had two good chocolates.
Yeah.
I've had two
This
good
chocolate
chocolates.
makes my mouth water. That's how good.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I had that Andy's candy that one shop made
5-star?
for us. No.
Oh no. Mad City.
Mad City was
Up in
Mad City Vapors?
Cambridge. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was.
Oh my god. Oh.
Or
my God.
Madtown. They have one in Cambridge and one in Las Vegas.
Oh my god. So good.
Yeah, it was.
So freaking good. Spot on.
Right.
It
Now
felt like you were literally
vaping
gargling.
and talking to the mic.
Throw me another flavor here, Ken.
This is better.
Yes, it's a very better.
It felt like you were gargling like a fondue of Andy's candies. No joke. Really fucking good. What do you got?
I got Milkshake Man. It looks like a strawberry milkshake.
Here, pass that
it
over to James.
Milkshake Man.
Did you just hand me a G-Priv?
No, I did not just hand you a G-Priv that may or may not be in the studio that was
That's
given
killer
to me.
custard.
This is killer custard.
Don't you love the G-Priv?
The first
No.
one.
Can me the paper towel? Anybody?
Ooh.
Give me the paper towel.
That is a legit. Wow, that is a really strong custard.
Yes, it is.
Give me the paper towels. Paper towels.
That's
I
a
need to clean
two-stager.
up.
towels, please.
I need to clean up.
That is a two-stage custard, sir.
I gotta clean myself up after this.
Wow. Okay, pass that to James too because he's a custard guy. That is
I don't know. Some people have set my bar pretty high on
that's a two-stage custard.
It is a two-stage custard. It vapes differently too. So
That is a legit two-stage custard. Holy shit.
No, I already passed it around. They can fuck themselves.
Puff, pass.
What is that? The legacy? Yeah, that ain't going anywhere instead of front of him.
Well, the whole plan was to get it to pass, and they would never go anywhere but my backpack.
Right.
That is. It vapes way different than when you just drop it on your finger.
right.
I'm still tasting it, and I'm getting both those stages still.
Absolutely.
And that's Killer Custard from
Swag Sauce,
Swag Sauce. Thank you again.
which is out of Arizona.
I hate these bottles.
You know, I'll say,
Had 4 good chocolates. Both were strippers. Fuck.
Dude, elaborate.
That's Diesel, man. That's Diesel.
That's Diesel.
Elaborate. I need to know. Is it like chocolate starfish? Is it like what was the?
Okay, I know. Previously in the
Hot
chat,
dog flavored water?
He does not lick the brown eye. He does not kiss the starfish.
Who's this? Diesel?
Diesel.
Are you sure? Have you
Diesel,
Yeah.
you know they make
Yeah, he
molds
just-
of it now, right?
Yes.
You can get a mold
back
made
on
in chocolate.
of a stripper's asshole.
May not be the best Christmas gift, but
Yeah, well, it
Depends.
depending on who it is.
It ruins my childhood because my mom used to eat like bags of the chocolate stars. So now it's like, yeah, no,
Hey,
that's
hey
gone.
guys, it's a little bit vapey.
It's a lot of bit vapey in
It's
here.
a little bit vapey.
Like I said,
Sorry.
things having a hard time keeping
Yeah.
up this time.
Some of us
Yeah.
sub them, so
Yeah, I sub them all the time.
I'm
so.
a cloud chaser.
Do you like
I just want to vape.
Yes, I do.
That's
yes,
all I
do.
want.
I am a huge fan of the Big Lebowski, and now that I know that there's a White Russian flavor out there, I'm in.
okay. White Russians usually end up in one of two ways. Either you get really, really sick, or you have to call for somebody to come bail you out. It's just usually how White Russians go.
Or both.
Or both.
I was gonna say I do both.
I say it's both.
That's one of those yes questions.
I have
or yes answers.
found a healthy medium there.
No, a native Wix.
What? Don't drink it.
And then your kit.
Don't drink it. But
I like that RDA I gave you.
I love the fuck out of this thing, dude.
This milkshake, man. That is a really good strawberry. Hands down. That is like worth. Max VG too.
Your mom's Max VG.
Shh. Don't tell my mom that. You'll blow her head up.
Your mom Max anything.
By the way,
really
my mom.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah, a little menthol to it's perfect.
It would be. Yeah.
I feel like you could add menthol just about anything.
I
You
add
can.
menthol to everything.
Just about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Holy
degree of menthol.
Fuck.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay, Dave. I know you're not an alcoholic by any means. The look he's giving me.
They attend meetings.
Yeah, those are for quitters.
Yeah. No, the meetings we have are these shows. That is the White Russian.
Damn.
Yeah, pass that.
Yeah,
pass that.
That is good.
That whole
Yeah,
the whole
pump up pass.
shot
What are we
the whole
doing
shots line is
Oh
excellent.
my god! Yeah, I know we got.
I'm digging their stuff so far.
Yeah, I know we got the whiskey flavor, the bourbon flavor
Yeah,
one.
I got that one. That's the
Yep.
50 cal.
Yep, 50 cal.
You know
Michael
what?
gave
I
me
feel like I
half
could
of that.
vape that and not go to jail.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is a fantastic White Russian.
Squid did very well on these juices.
Pass
Next
it-
time,
Josh.
Next time you're in studio,
Fuck you
bring,
want, boy?
one of each
Vape
of the
that.
line, and I'll buy that from you.
Okay. They're only 100 mils too, by the way.
Only 100 mils?
Only 100 mils.
I've
Really?
I've
I got
moved
a
past the
60
100.
mil glass
Only
in the
100
back.
mils now.
Wow.
See, and you know what though? I think vaping is moving past like the 30. The 30 is becoming
White
obsolete.
Russian.
Now they have a bourbon.
Yes, they
Yes.
do. That's the
That's
that's
the
the
50
Well,
50
we
cal.
were asking chat room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 50 cal.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can only get that through the website
Or
as
me.
well as Ken Andrews.
I
At
feel like I have a
alien-cloud-vapes.
collection of mods.
It's
Yeah, Cassie's not fucking participating. No, Kinky. Sorry.
Way to fuck that up.
Yeah, well, what don't I fuck up?
Hey, at least there's no last name tied to you, so you're good.
Yeah.
That's all right. Only 1,000 people listen to this show. The
And
tens
growing,
and tens.
and growing, by the way.
Yeah, the tens. Yeah, the 1,000 download we got last week for when fucking goddamn Christine Hillman sitting there looking at the.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I got shopping in England now, too.
You got a shop in England? Ooh, do tell.
If you're listening,
Tally-ho.
international.
Tally ho, international.
I just got to figure out how to get it over to them right now.
So now, did they get a tea
Oh.
and crumpet
They've got,
flavor?
the
yeah,
that TDP shit.
yeah, they got the TDP and the import laws.
No, it's
Yep.
fish and chips.
Oh, fish and chips.
Yeah.
fish and chips
Oh.
flavor.
Jeez, that would be no.
No, that'd be delicious. Don't
You
don't-
think so?
Dude, I had a roast beef at a shop in Crystal Lake. That
Wait,
was
wait,
actually
wait.
good.
There's a roast beef vape.
Yeah, so I walk in there. I'm at the dealership getting my TDI serviced. I vape shop. I'll walk. First of all, that was a mistake. I'm fat. Long walk.
At least he's honest.
So I get there.
Do you got ashy knuckles and sell
Yeah,
out?
and I feel like I need a hydration drink. I
You have to
think
stop
Rib
every
Chippers
2
can
minutes.
hook me up with that. So
It's okay.
I stop in this
Just
shop.
use the excuse he used, which was fasting.
Yeah, I'm just fasting, and then I'm going to take a sauna.
Fasting makes me slow.
So I stop in this shop, and I do what I do always do when I walk into a shop. What is your top flavors? And the guy goes, well, I don't know if you're going to like them, but these are it. Roast beef dinner and turkey dinner. Top 2 flavors in the shop.
I don't want to try that. I have to try that.
Yeah.
I tried it.
Now I have to try it.
The roast beef tasted like, the au jus you get for a nice French dip?
Yeah.
Just like it.
Do they got schnozberries?
Maybe. But do they taste like schnozberries?
Yeah.
You owe me a shot. But, so I tried it, and the turkey dinner. Believe it or not, they're great.
McGillicuddy's or vodka?
McGillicuddy. I don't know. No vodka.
All right.
No vodka.
Here, fill that up with your McGillicuddy's.
So
and
they're
hand it to
they're halfway decent, but when
Please.
you vape it, you're kind of like, I don't know if I should be vaping this,
them. Right, right.
but it still tasted good.
Weird.
Maybe that's the fat kid in me though. Could be.
Well, I'm just sitting here thinking about the Violet Beauregard scene from Willy Wonka. Because it was like, oh, you can taste the roast beef. And the second course is mashed potatoes.
I don't
And
know.
the blueberry dessert.
I was kind of going with bench warmers on that
Never
one.
get the blueberries right.
I was kind of going with bench
Now, if
warmers
they
on
made
the
a
roast
juice like
beef.
that,
Roast
I'd
beef,
vape it.
beef stew. It was beef stew on Benchwarmers.
Oh, that's right.
I love beef stew.
Healthy dose every 3 days.
Roughly.
Roughly.
Yeah, the missus gives me a Swedish toaster occasionally. If you guys don't know what a Swedish toaster is, it's a Dutch oven, but for both.
That's Tranquility by
Oh, you said it right this time.
Zen Vapor. The whole line is not
Zen Vapor. I gotta put my Buddha back on. I'm doing Zen.
Awkward silence. The moment. Will he enjoy it?
It's not as good as the Killer, but
No, but it's not bad.
yeah, that's definitely a mellow custard.
Yes.
You know, though, when you hit a custard, when you do a whole line of custards, it's hard to get every one of them
That's exactly
on
right,
point
yeah.
every
Said to James,
time.
too. Good push.
Take that.
There you go.
And your first name? So these are the same ones that make the coffee.
Yes.
Now I
Expect
do know
greatness
that
at this
Fantology Potions makes a tiramisu that is fantastic as
All
well.
I have to say is if
But-
that's the company that made the coffee,
Killer
expect
is
greatness.
definitely-
Killer takes it.
Yeah.
Killer takes it, but I mean it's
Still good.
it's still a decent custard.
Yeah. And 70-30, wow.
And
How
it
many
does
com-
vape different when you vape it. So
Not many companies are doing 70-30 anymore. A lot of companies are moving to max and getting
Yeah.
away from that extra PG being involved.
Well, and I know for a fact that they brag about it, but Bearded does 97% VG. So I'm just like,
Well, here's the thing: a lot of people don't realize is a lot of the flavorings. Companies are getting hip to vaping.
Oh, yeah.
Buying their flavorings, so they're making their flavorings based in VG, so we can get away from the PG. So
yeah.
that's more. I wouldn't be surprised to see more companies coming to that 97 to 100%.
this one you can't have, but you can try it.
You know, it's
Snow.
caution.
We've had Snow Day in the studio before. Yeah, last episode you were on, we had Snow Day and it got ganked. Remember?
Yes, it did.
So I hate to segue this, but I have to get this out. So I'm looking at Ken Andrews' website. I'm a Switch Mod fan.
What's a switch mod?
So Switch Mod is a mechanical
It's a
mod,
mechanical mod.
American made. They have the Kumo, right? Is that how?
The Kumo, yes.
This thing
Which
is
is
tribal.
Japanese for bear.
It is tribal. This thing has beautiful engraving. Everything
Yeah, Dave ganked
matches.
this last time.
And it's a full kit on your website, right? So you're getting the full kit, RDA and the mechanical. Everything matches beautifully.
Except they're sold out all the time.
Oh, you can't find it. Even the Switch Mod website does not have it. Money.
How much?
I can't tell you his price.
No, I'm not asking for Ken's price. I'm asking for the regular online
Oh,
price.
you're paying about $240 if you can find
Yep,
it.
if
If
you
you
find
can't find it and you're trying to be a collector on it, you're paying upwards of $350 from somebody, and that's used. This is one of those mods that people are chasing, which is funny because Switch Mod fell off for a while,
Yes, it did.
and then because you had the Rogue that came out, and you had a couple other companies that came out with American-made mechanicals. But Switch Mod has lasted time.
And the I know you mentioned Rogue. I know a vape model who's connected to the show was gifted a Rogue.
Yes.
And Dennis is actually selling his Rogue now. His stick Rogue.
You're right.
$150, dude, if you're curious.
I told you, I just acquired a new toy, so my vape budget is been a little pulled for me right now.
Well, that's just the plain Rogue. If you go to
Yep.
collector's edition, you're looking around $400.
Well, that and James was
gonna try
gifted.
this?
James was
As soon as
gifted
it
a
stops spattering,
26
you gonna try it?
650.
Which I currently have in studio and I'm playing with. I
Yep.
put the Omega on it.
You were gonna return. You were gonna be like, nah, dude, I couldn't accept it, but the Kinky made me keep it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and that's the great part about
I don't
the
have
industry
herpes, you're good.
is the trading
Right now.
and
Yeah.
I don't have herpes right now.
I have something you have something I want, so we trade.
Well, I gave it to you as a gift to say thank you for escorting Kenny home.
Yes.
Just-
You know what though?
Yeah, let's can we do a quick follow up on that one?
Yeah, we can.
After that last show James was on, we do understand that you Kenny did not enjoy his bad habit responsibly. He was talking to the table by the end of it. Literally, dude, he was in James's seat. The
Yes.
microphone was right to his left ear, and he was talking down to the table like he thought he was still talking into the mic.
Yeah.
He was out. So we did the responsible thing and hooked
That's
him
a
up
lemon
with.
I can vape. I don't like lemon.
What's up? You don't like lemon?
No, and-
but
The lemon from Savage.
That's
yep.
that.
Wow.
It is. It is a lemon poppy seed cupcake with cream filling. Just imagine that. That's not what the profile they say it is, but that's what I pick up immediately.
It's creamy and it's got that just the right amount of lemon. Oh, that's
Just imagine like a Long John, only it's a cupcake instead of a Long John. So it's a smashed Long John with the cream filling, smashed into a cupcake.
I will wrestle you for
Excuse me.
No, fuck yourself. I'm taking it.
I'll
I don't
wrestle
give a
you.
shit.
All right,
I've
Hold
seen
on, hold
already
on.
wins. Fuck
I'll
you.
get the vegetable.
Nude?
I'll get
Yeah.
the veggie oil out.
It's got to be nude.
Get the
And we're
kiddie
posting
pool
it
out
up.
and the baby oil.
And we're posting
Oh,
this
man.
shit online.
Man, I've got plus 50 to my grapple. I'm winning.
I threw down too.
Oh no.
My
Tag
wife
team.
would not like that. She would not approve.
Well, okay, he
It's a rum
is
punch.
the rum punch, strawberry rum punch. Dave, Dave, you know me with strawberry. I'm kind of I strawberry in my palate.
That's
Do
good.
Hey, no, this
You gotta try it.
milkshake, man. That right there has a good strawberry note to it too. It's almost like a sundae.
That is good. It's not like a strong.
It's not strong. No.
No, you got to try this.
You
Just
gotta try it.
Okay.
Gary. You gotta try it.
It's really
Bite
good.
the bullet. I don't care what you have to say.
Shut up and put it in your mouth.
holy dick fart. That's good.
Yeah. See? Exactly. Trust us.
Pass that to boss man, because Dave won't like it.
Custard?
I know you're not gonna.
Oh,
like
is this the lemony or okay?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Nah.
Those are on some good coils too, by the way. Ooh.
It's a strawberry.
I told you.
rum punch.
I told you. Did I not?
Ooh.
That is good.
That is fantastic.
I told
Pass
you.
that back.
Oh,
I want him to have that.
I re-put down my bid on those. I will take one of each.
Yeah, that white Russian is probably not
One of the
going
few
anywhere.
things that I will openly say I'm taking.
Have
This is
Josh try
mine.
it. Josh hasn't tried it.
I was gonna say you might want to leave some cheddar on the table before you take it, man. This has not been very.
This isn't the watermelon one, is it?
No, that's
No,
a
that's strawberry. That's
Strawberry rum punch.
Good. Are these staying in studio?
No.
Okay, just thought I'd ask.
But you know what though? You can buy them
Exactly.
and
Oh, so-
understand,
so I gotta
and
hand that
understand
back
that your
then.
money that's going into that is
Straight for the vets.
straight for the vets.
Yep.
Which
Hence
is
the reason.
awesome.
Hence the reason why we say what we say.
And
Yep.
just so you know, everybody that's listening, I've already just ordered one of each on the line for the next time he's in studio. So
Right.
Yes.
Pass that down. You're not gonna
This
like
is not a.
Well, you know, she is a
That
woman. She
didn't
don't
come
like
over the
anything.
mics.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I told you. See, I've realized that her and I kind of have the same palate.
Yeah,
You want to know the best part? Then that means that
Well,
all of
Kinky-
those sitting on my shelf will be mine.
Well, Kinky,
Yeah,
And I don't
how
have
are
to
you?
share.
How are you with? How are you with peaches?
Oh, I like peaches as long as it's not
Talk
that,
into
like,
the mic, please.
artificial peach. I need like the real.
You two
peach.
have the same flavor
I told
palette.
you.
Yep.
You gotta love her hand
you think
motions
of
when
Thai
she's
tea,
doing
by the
that
way?
too.
I will say there was
Real
a landmark
peach.
today, though.
I like
Most things
peach.
hand moment.
There's a landmark.
Peach.
Kiki actually
Peach.
finished her first full bottle by herself of e-juice. She has this horrible, like, we'll buy bottles, and she always likes to buy the company that only sells it in 100 mils.
And
She'll
then she
vape
does 3/4.
10 of them and be like, I don't want this anymore. We need another 100 mil.
Like,
And we
ooh,
go down the
shiny.
process again. But she actually finished her first full bottle.
So what you think of the Thai tea?
I like it.
That is a fantastic one.
When
That
I
is-
re-up on my flavors, which I've been desperately trying to do because I can't find a good peach, I'll make you peach dragon fruit.
Please, thank you.
You owe me a coffee.
Do I?
Yeah,
Yes.
we talked last time.
Yes.
Amongst
Dude,
the
why didn't you
drunkenness.
remind me Friday?
It's
Or
not my
Thursday,
responsibility.
Thursday. You want it?
Who
You gotta
reminds-
remind me.
Who reminds their dealer? Hey, by the way, I need this.
Not me anymore.
Huh?
Not me anymore.
Huh?
I've made it pretty stationary
see
where
me?
where it's hey guys,
Fair
the
enough.
studio's open, whatever.
Like,
pass around
honestly,
that
you
menthol,
gotta
though?
remind me. I look like
This
a
one?
fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
Okay.
No, it hit the table and that was it.
Did you pass it around the table at least? Nope.
Nope. Fuck that.
God, I'm gonna have to get this out of my. I gotta get
Hey,
that.
I about pocketed
There,
that.
I gotta get
That
out of
was-
sight.
remember, I've already
Out
paid
of
for
sight,
that
out of
one.
mind
You
with
did
that White
pay.
Russian.
Fair
That
enough.
White
Fair
Russian
enough.
is fire.
You paid for it?
He did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
I
Dave,
did.
Vape it all.
Dave bought it.
Vape
He
it all.
bought it. Before we went live, he
Here,
bought it.
I got a
Yep.
tank if you want to put it.
That'll be $1.
That's the right amount of menthol.
Yes, it is.
It is good.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah. No menthol over here.
You put it too deep, didn't you?
He did. You got to grow a pair to vape.
You
that.
gotta
You're
learn
not
to
gonna
open
like
the
it.
throat.
I promise you, you're not gonna like it. You will instantly regret it.
I'm not a fan.
In all fairness,
I do like
This
the
is why
picture
we
on the
need
bottom.
cameras.
hold on
You
though.
gotta
In
be
all
a menthol
fairness,
lover.
those
Great
listening,
personality.
Oh my god.
not a menthol vapor.
You gotta
Yeah.
be a menthol.
Well, I
vapor.
know.
Well, I
Yes.
gotta. If she likes labels, I gotta show her the
Oh my God.
what
Okay.
Ken left behind last
Send
time,
that-
the
send that
revenge
away.
and the hoodie.
That is banished.
Well, I tried. So
Yeah,
I
right
brought
to
home
my
that,
pocket.
the Halo, the one I brought last time.
I mean, I'm sure
Loaded it up on
probably
the
tastes
RDA, handed over to vape, and all I get is, "You're gonna get sick vaping that. That's like vaping an ice cube."
No,
Exactly.
it's like licking the inside of a Vicks container.
It's like in halls.
And
it's
it's
like a vape in a halls.
fantastic.
I love them.
Cut it open.
Yeah.
God, I love that White Russian.
Believe it or not, I got like a mix of the White Russian and the strawberry and
empty
milkshake
bottle?
together. It's
Dave, can you come up with a
I got
small
it.
empty bottle?
Almost like a tequila.
It's in
I
the box. There should be an empty bottle in that small box right
I
there.
think I cleared a lot of them out.
Okay.
They'd be in
so
the-
Ken, is there anything else I haven't
Oh.
tried over there? Something fancy.
Ooh, blueberry.
I was gonna say I got some driven. You'll be very calm after having this one.
Does it have
Is that
chamomile in
CBD?
it?
No, yes. Oh man,
You know, we have to do a show that's
purely
directly
CBD.
just CBD.
I'm sure we could probably arrange that for next month's episode. Do a
could do
CBD
that.
show.
We could do that.
'Cause,
I have a prescription.
I think too many people don't realize the benefits of it.
No, we have. If you backlog our Hammer Approved on this network, we did a Hammer Approved full CBD. I think the title is "What is CBD?" And we are everyone at this table, even Josh, who's not at this table at the moment, is a huge supporter of CBD. We all know the healing powers it can produce, as well as the neurological side effects of it, and why it's getting classified in the same group as heroin is beyond me.
Well,
the FDA is trying to.
It's big pharma.
Yeah.
it
It's
really
Big
comes
pharma,
down.
'cause they realize if they legalize CBD, they lose a ton of money.
Ton of
They
money.
already
You're
are.
losing painkillers, antidepressants.
Opioids.
Opioids.
It's an
All of it.
opioid fucking. What do you call it? It's an opioid killer, suppressant. Thank you, Josh.
The only thing that I want to caution on CBD, and I know we kind of segued a little bit.
Yes,
is
there is a cautionary tale to that.
the thing with CBD, and please just understand that you need to go to a reputable vendor. And the other side of it is you need maintenance. Do not think that you can vape it periodically or take it periodically and it's going to work. You need an everyday dose, like a vitamin, and you'll start to see the effects.
Yep.
Yes.
You might get a little calmness when you vape it the first time. Great. But to have the longevity of the product itself, you need it every time.
Yep.
Every day.
He was.
What are you doing behind me?
He's clearing.
Don't
he's,
ask.
he's
Cleaning out a bottle
He's cleaning
for
out a bottle.
Gary.
I had a lot of motion
He's-
behind me, and everybody in
I
the
was gonna say,
studio's
Ken-
face
Ken-
got real long. Like, what is happening to James?
Ken has heard me say, "Get that White Russian away from me because you'll never get it back." And he's like, "Well, you got an empty bottle, so this is what's happening right now in studio, folks."
And
By the way, that's 12 gauge by shots.
12 gauge. I love the names.
Yeah.
The names are awesome.
Yes, they are.
I got a fucking Mason.
Giggle moment.
I'm just so super stoked about this, man. That is awesome. I fell in love with this at our show we did when we weren't invited to vape on the bed.
Looks good on that mod too.
It does. I just
So, Vape on the Bay. When's it happening again?
Haven't heard.
Haven't heard.
It is up in the air right now. We don't have details.
Yeah, it's.
I want to hit more conventions. I will say it's probably one of the things I want to do more in the industry this year is getting more in conventions and being out there in the industry a little bit more.
I do know that there will be a few BHN events, and they will be bigger than before.
Yeah.
We are in the works right now with a few of our sponsors as well as affiliates of the network, and we're going to be working on doing at least one event.
Well, I'm going to Ohio this year, so
I've been told I need to go to Connecticut.
We need to go to New Zealand.
Yeah.
Well, that I agree, but I'm going to Ohio, so.
You're doing the Ohio
Well,
one.
and you had Missouri's was just recently.
Yes,
They
this is
just had
true.
theirs, and then
Chicago supposedly is having one in April.
well, and the great part about these events, and I keep trying to push this to people, and I myself am guilty of not going to them, is it's really bringing the community together.
Yes.
And getting us in a place that you're going to have thousands of people who are in our community. Go, network, meet people. If you're a shop owner, you should be attending these events.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hands down.
I'll be working at Adrenaline Vapors and Resurrection Vapors, both. So.
Yeah. You should be at these events because you're going to meet people that you've never met before. They're going to bring you products that your shop could benefit from.
And it is an eclectic celebration of people.
Absolutely.
You will get every walk of life from thug to drug to fucking nug in these fucking events. What? James.
Oh, vape that.
Vaping that.
That's the blueberry. Oh.
You know when you bite into that, like,
You got to put it up to your mouth a little more.
Put it in your mouth.
Put it in my mouth.
There you go.
There you go.
With the hand motions,
Yeah,
right?
a little deeper,
Hold it in the
slower,
mouth.
slower.
Okay, so when you eat a blueberry
God.
muffin and it has like those crumbles in it, and you just bite that crumble, that's what that tastes
That
like.
ain't good. Can I get a paper towel, please?
No, learn how to drip.
Oh, no, dude. It wasn't me. It was the bottle.
Oh, don't blame the bottle.
I have to blame the bottle because, damn, it came right the fuck out the seal.
A little too fast there?
A lot too fast.
Quit
Pressed
being
it
so
too hard.
aggressive.
Squeezed it too hard.
It's gotta work on
Yeah,
its pull-out game.
we know you want
It's weak.
we know you want the squeeze real bad, but don't be gorilla gripping it.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem.
All
That's
right.
why I get the big bottles.
Hammer squeeze.
Hammer squeeze.
There you go. You're doing better now.
Real nice.
Yeah,
there you
keep
go.
it up, up, up. You got a little side action.
You gotta
That's-
tell him who's boss.
Yeah, you
I
got to talk.
witnessed it. It was the bottle.
It
I
was.
got you. I saw it.
I got you,
It's on
boo.
the bottom.
I do
This
got
time, yeah, the bottle got a little excited.
Little excited.
you. Free cum.
It's the bottom.
Tell you still get pregnant from that shit.
I think that's how you do.
You have to say that.
It's the truth.
It's the lies.
Although, speaking of which, we kind of got into that subject a little beginning, or the beginning of the show, or before the show.
Trying for 3 years, nothing happened. And then one drunk, smashy weekend.
Your pull-out
All right,
game wasn't enough.
Just wasn't. So
Anyways,
strong.
have you ever had any parents? God damn, there's that fucking prepubescent shit.
Speaking of sex,
With my mom!
Have you ever had
I don't
any?
know, man.
Have you ever had any parents surprised at having to go into anything like that?
That is good.
For sure. Does everybody know what I do? I teach sex education.
I didn't know how far you wanted to go into explaining that.
No, it's cool.
But
it's
no,
cool.
I had a horrible experience with this.
Aw.
My son told me I had to come to school for some class they were doing
Okay.
for that day. Needless to say, he didn't say what it was for. He forgot what it was for.
Oh.
I go in.
Coincidentally.
Yeah, I go in, sit down, and I'm like, "What is this?" And he's like, "I don't remember." Next thing I know, welcome to sex ed. And it got so bad by the end of the
No. Tell her what the first words out of your mouth after hearing that was.
I just looked at him like, "Are you sure I'm the right parent to bring to this?" Because by the time everything got finished up,
Are you sure I'm the right parent to bring to this?
but by the by the end of the class, I had the sex ed teacher staring at me, and my son's teacher was sitting next to me because I kept saying shit.
Under his breath, that could be
Yep.
heard, actually.
And needless to say, my son was laughing. The sex ed teacher's giving me a very dirty look. Because, I mean, come on, who's not going to laugh when it comes up and says, here's the age-old question, does size matter? And I'm like, the hell it does. They're like, no, it don't. Everybody grows at different ages, or different stages and lengths and stuff like that. I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, well, if it's too small,
Listen,
you're not
that's
going to
everybody
get too
gets
much.
a trophy. No.
Pretty much, and needless, like I said, yeah, by the end of it, I was
kicked out.
just about. I'm not sure I'm going to be very welcome to my next son's.
Sex ed class.
Yeah,
But at least they'll
which is coming up.
understand when your son's making the comments.
No, I got a feeling.
They'll be like, that's Dad.
I got a
That's
feeling
Dad.
when I show up for that, the teacher's going to look and go, oh, fuck.
Oh, you again.
Earning the pay today.
Yeah.
No, I
You
said,
know that teacher always talks about you, right? With
Probably.
Your friends? Yeah, probably.
I was the
I-
student that the teacher always talks about
Yeah,
afterwards because
yeah.
I was the one.
No,
No,
not
because
you.
the age-old question did get brought up when I was a senior in health class, and I said, "It's not the size of the prize; it's what you want it for."
no, see, here's the thing. The next one coming through, he's
Hey,
going to be
Johnny's
11
here.
by that point. He said that basically, he asked if Uncle Hammer could go with.
Not the right one. Definitely not the right one.
No, but he's just looking to see how funny it'd be.
Oh no.
Oh, come on. You know you'd go with Caden for that one.
Oh, I would, but yeah, no.
Bring Uncle Josh with. Watch
see,
me
the
rip
way-
a
the
teacher
way-
a new one. I'll videotape it.
I know. I should have. I've looked online for this thing, too, and I can't find it.
You're funny, bitch.
No, so the way that I teach is the kids only. They have to have a parent signature to be able to be in the class. So if the parent knows in advance, and like endorse.
Why is this microphone sucking?
No, see,
It's because I'm not sucking good enough.
one of the parents knew about this and told the other parent that he had to show up without saying what it was. I think it was she did it to be funny.
Probably.
So she's got a little bit of a sick sense of humor.
For sure. No, I've had my fair share of adults in the room, and it's super funny because a lot of times the adults are like the most quiet ones, like red as can be, and after class they're like, "I learned something." I bet you did.
No.
You're welcome.
So in your
This
classes,
is how you sex.
yes, that's
I did
what I
bring
was
party
going for.
favors.
I know,
you
I
did-
seen that.
You brought
Now-
male condoms, female condoms, lubrication.
Now, do you hand these
dental
out?
dam.
Go ahead,
Do you
dental
hand?
dam.
Do you hand these
What's
out
a
in your sex
dental
ed
dam?
classes?
Explain that.
If I do like a camp that's like on my own site, I can. But if it's in a school setting, no, I cannot.
So wait a minute, these are for like adult party things, right?
Oh, adults or kids, whatever. It's a great topic.
So you're handing like
Well,
okay,
here's
my
the
school's
thing.
for fifth graders. You're handing these out to fifth graders?
No, not in the school setting. I cannot.
No,
Okay.
so-
oh
so
wait, so if
think-
they showed up, you would.
What do you mean? Showed up to like
To-
an
To
event
your
that I
camp.
host?
To
You're
your
on- you're-
camp.
Absolutely. If they
So
ask for 'em,
you're
I'm
giving
gonna give 'em.
11-year-olds dental
here's-
dams?
Hey,
Yeah.
dude.
All right, more power to you.
Here's the thing. Like, if you got some kid in 5th grade who's going to Pound Town, I would rather have the kids in 5th grade going to Pound Town be safe about it.
Absolutely.
Because you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, good point. At 11 years old,
here's
I
the
was
fucking
trying.
thing. Yeah, right. I was too. But here's the thing, right? I would rather have my daughter be protected from that shit than to
Be a
have
grandparent
to worry
already?
about. Yeah. I don't want to be grandpa. All right, I don't want to be grandpa. I'm a grandpa to a bunch of fucking people online already. I don't want to have to fucking. Seriously, no. Fuck.
Dude, part of me would want to sit in on that conversation when
Fuck that.
when your daughter says, "Hey, Dad, I'm pregnant."
I'd be like, okay, well, you have two options. You're getting an abortion, or you're leaving the house and you're getting a job dropping out of school.
Ouch. Okay.
That's old school.
I'm
That's-
sorry.
That's how I was.
Until she is like, okay, if she's like 17, you can make your own decisions. In the state of Wisconsin, with parental
Got it.
consent, you can make your own decisions. But if she's like 16 or under, I'm sorry, you made a poor decision. It's my decision to choose your life path.
Yeah.
You're either getting an abortion or you're getting a job and out of my house.
Right.
Hands up. I want the best for her, and that means her going to college, getting a good education, all that shit.
But you're not going to pay for her mistakes.
Well, if that means her getting an abortion and continuing her life, yeah, but I'm going to keep her on a fucking tight leash from then. Because she didn't do the right thing. She didn't use condoms. She didn't use birth control. Dude, like, if my daughter comes to me and is
Well,
like,
in all
hey,
fairness, I could say there's certain products that don't work because I've used them and I have a beautiful baby daughter for that.
well, here's the thing, right? Right,
Well, hold on. You can go 2 inches at 100 miles and it'll still wreck shit.
Yeah.
right.
Well, no, I can see what Josh is
Yeah,
saying. I mean,
yeah.
but you know, and my thought is, I mean, I don't think I can make that decision until I'm there. But
Thank you, Diesel.
If my daughter got into that situation, I'd have to assess it at that point. I mean, but no, do I want her to make those decisions? I want her to be smart about what she's doing.
Exactly.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
So if your daughter comes to you and is like, "Hey, Dad, I need
sorry,
some
Ken, this was
protection,"
supposed
blah
to
blah
be your
blah.
show.
Are you gonna do the
sorry,
right
Ken.
parent thing and you're gonna provide that protection, or are you just gonna say no, fuck you?
No, I'm going to provide it.
Exactly.
And I'm
'cause
going to
she's gonna
educate.
do
Mom
it
gets
you-
it for free.
But that's the thing. She's
Mom-
she's
Mom's
gonna
got
do
it.
it either way. So you're gonna provide like birth control pills
Yeah.
and condoms and
Right,
stuff for
right.
for
Hands
them.
down.
And I'm going to
Like,
have that conversation.
They're gonna
though.
be active.
And
I'm
They
going to have
honestly-
that conversation of the responsible side too. Like, is this really what you want to do?
And-
you know, is this the person that you could potentially see
Let's-
yourself with? You're going to run down that parent side, but at the end of the day, as a parent, your responsibility is to protect your children.
Oh, yeah.
And if you have to provide them condoms at
Hence-
11 years old, then you have to provide them at condoms with 11 years old.
And another byproduct of why Bad Habits Network was created: education of your bad habits.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, we-
and it's in their face every day.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
in
yeah.
their face every day.
Whether-
Sex
Social
sells.
media.
90%
And
of
the side of
advertisements
it-
are
Bad
sexually.
Bad habits alone sells.
And this is what kills
I mean,
me.
sex sells bad habits. Bad habits sell sex.
But it goes farther than that.
Not us, though.
It's what the kids are
Damn.
exposed to
We
now.
tried.
My son's watching review videos of gamers, and we know that it's age appropriate. And the advertisements are the movie It, for my 7-year-old son's game reviewer.
Yeah.
We
Nowadays-
just sat my daughter down and watched the movie the new one.
Nowadays, kids are exposed to things sooner. So to be a parent goes, I'm going to stand back and do old fashioned. You can't do it.
No.
Not
It's
in this day and age.
impossible.
Unless you want to live in a Stone Age.
Yeah, and you're going to run the risk of your child getting
Fuck the
either a
Stone Age. That's
disease
living
or
without Wi-Fi.
pregnancy
Fuck that
or-
That's what I'm
noise.
saying.
Hold up. So I was called old fashioned a few minutes ago.
We all are old-fashioned. We're parents.
We
want
want
to
be old fashioned.
But-
We're
that's-
parents
but that's
over
the
the
thing,
age of
is-
30. We're old-fashioned by terminology
Is my
now.
current outlook old fashioned?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because your daughter should get a trophy every step of the way of her life.
Oh, fuck that.
Fuck
no.
that.
Your children nowadays, your children should have a parental hand holding
No.
them in every stage of their life.
No.
Kids should know what failure is.
Thank you.
The
Because
reason
we didn't
why
if we didn't know what failure was, we wouldn't have the drive to strive.
the strive.
Yeah,
the drive.
the
It's
drive
getting away from-
to actually.
First, the puberty kicks in.
Fuck
now
off.
The fucking
But no,
mentality
what
kicks
he's
out.
trying to get on is
Every
this
day
whole
I used to hear
this
that.
whole new method of everyone gets a trophy.
It's bullshit.
Screw that.
Yeah.
The only way you learn is you lose. When you lose, you go, okay, what did I do wrong?
How
How,
do I
can I
fix it?
improve? And how can I fix it? That's the only way you become a better person in general.
Or you take a golf club
I
and
know
Yeah,
go
we
beat
got real
somebody up.
political off Ken's show, didn't
I
we?
know. I was going to say, I will misquote.
Family matters and
This,
everything.
this is a direct misquote. I think it's The Art of War. There's 1,000 lessons to learn in a single loss, but 0 in 1,000 wins.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And
That's
now,
that's debatable.
back to Ken Andrews. Yes, this is a debatable fucking acronym / analogy.
That's really
And
debatable.
I have learned a lot of shit and a lot of wins, but I've learned more from a lot of losses.
I mean, yeah, I can't disagree with that.
I mean, in a
But-
win, you learn what to do and what wins, and you try and repeat that.
well,
but
take
it's
it
as
to-
dumb as that because a lot of people just look at it at face value. Like when I'm playing video games, I record all my video games. Right?
Yes, you do.
Whether they're a winner or
whether
lose.
they're on Twitch or not is
right?
debatable.
And if I win, I'll review it because
Right.
I want to see what I did right
And that's what we-
what I can do to make it better.
And honestly, that's kind of why we started doing the reviews and why Ken accepted our offer to have this platform.
I'm sorry, Ken.
Hey, I'm bringing it. Hey, I'm bringing it back,
Hey,
baby.
I'm
bringing
easy,
it
man.
back, baby. We talked to Ken about what juice makers do wrong and what juice makers do right, and he actually has talked to a few juice makers about that and what we've relayed, and boom.
And
It's
you see,
changed.
And you see forward progress.
Yeah, we've helped Ken make forward progress with juice makers as well.
And it's not that the juice makers are bad. They just don't have the right technique. They don't have the right resource. They're not looking in the right place to get the proper
Product.
Yeah.
Well, let's be fair though. A lot of juice makers don't care either.
Oh no,
They're
those are the
providing
juice
a
makers.
product.
Those are the juice makers who get the award for just participating.
Yeah,
And
they're
then
just
they're-
providing a product, and they want a wholesaler to pick them up and say, "Here, this is quality." But that's not. As a wholesaler, your name is on your product,
Yeah, absolutely.
even though it's not your company.
Yeah, but
so when you're going to a shop and saying, "Here, you're gonna like this juice. It's cleanly made, and
Yes,
this is
and.
what it is."
Yes,
You got to
and
stand behind it. Yes, and
the bad thing is you're going to run into people that actually like that shitty product.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
you'll find
the
hundreds of
here's
people
the
like that
thing.
shitty product.
Exactly. That's the bad thing because you
You
Hammer
have-
said before, you cannot argue taste. One person's going to love the product where somebody's put a lot of time and effort in, and you're going to have the people that love the product where a guy basically spent 2 seconds, slapped something together, and said, "There you go."
Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, and unfortunately, sometimes that's the best shit out there. Like with Josh's.
Yeah, but that's the
Hold
dime
on.
a dozen shit.
Well, no, Josh's shit isn't a dime a dozen.
No,
Josh,
I'm not saying Josh's.
Remember when Josh slapped together that fucking English toffee by accident?
Mm-hmm.
Fan fucking tastic.
Snapping mistakes.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You're saying that with
Go ahead, he did it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, with Josh though, Josh is using product in order to make his juice quality, whether it's a mistake or not.
Well,
Right.
because
Just like
I'm
his
vaping
coils.
it.
Just
I
like
don't,
his
I don't
coils,
give a
Eric.
shit
Yeah.
what other people
We're
think.
hitting on.
Speaking of which, Josh had to piss Ken off too.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting to hear that one.
We'll get onto that in a second.
no.
We've got time, do we not?
No, we
yeah,
don't.
We've got time.
No, we don't. Get on it now.
I want to hear about
Table's
it.
open. Let's go.
Yeah,
All
go,
right,
Josh.
So
Yeah,
if you've been listening to our podcast, which I'm sure you
Yes, I have.
you've heard some of the bullshit.
A lot of it is
I
bullshit.
mean, I agree a lot of it.
You're stalling to get to this. Keep moving.
I had set up a contract with them. They reverted. They said, no, it's not going to be that, this and that, he said, she said bullshit. Manager cleared it. Staff members decided to override a manager's clearance and said, no, we can't do that. So I revoked my contract, which I had in place, and I'm now looking for another carrier to get acrylic containers from. So until I
I'll find
figure
you
that
one.
out,
I found you one.
you found me one. Okay.
We'll talk off the air about that then, baby.
Okay.
So, we got about 4 minutes left for reasons, unless Ken wants to go longer.
For reasons.
We can go long. 2 people are going to have to excuse themselves for babysitter purposes.
Parents.
Yeah, they have to go
Parental
adult.
Adult. Damn it.
Right.
But before you go, try this one.
Boom.
This
Oh, good thing that was empty. Oh, boy.
The whole time that
Axio
we've had
all over
this,
the place.
This conversation,
Good save.
Ken has been passing me flavors that have. All
I just got to make
hit it.
sure. I just got to make sure what's Ken's is Ken's, and Ken leaves with it.
All
Ken's
I
not
want
leaving
back
with
is
this.
the
I'm
shots
stealing it.
and this swag sauce. You
Oh,
guys can
pass
have the
that
rest.
blueberry
You got it
down
then.
here.
There, pass the blueberry.
Stealing
Where to
this
go?
shit. It's mine.
It's
Mine
right there.
now.
I'm trying to treat my guys right here, and
I
Ken
do have
helps
to
me
say,
with that.
if you guys have not hit him up. Especially, I can say just for the shot.
alien-cloud-vapes.com.
Oh, the shots is fantastic.
And if you guys don't want juice and want 100% American-made products and
No clones.
no clones, authentic shit, alien-cloud-vapes.com, baby.
That should be in a menthol.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
What one was that one?
That's the honeydew cantaloupe.
Honeydew cantaloupe?
Honeydew
No,
cantaloupe.
they're all custard.
No, I don't bring all custards.
No, that.
No, Ken just knows my profile. It's custards, coffees, and
peanut butters.
peanut butters.
Peanut butters, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring you your matcha sauce.
That's
Sorry.
fine. It'll still be there next week.
You know, though,
You
but
can definitely taste the cantaloupe. bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great.
cantaloupe is my kryptonite. Cantaloupe and pineapple.
I-
I have overcome my pineapple.
Oh my god, you know what's a really
Thanks
good
to
pineapple
vaping.
beverage?
pineapple's hard to. Pineapple's another one. It's hard to get right.
Hey, you
Pucker up,
guys,
dude.
everybody here's got to get a glass bottle of Doritos pineapple.
I have had that.
Oh
yes.
my god, it's so good.
Yes,
It is so good.
makes for a great night later too.
Those two are custards.
Yeah.
Because it's made with
Nice, nice.
And he split the mic.
and the reason it's so good is that it has real pineapple in it. It's
Yes.
not bullshit pineapple.
Yep. And it's kind of like why I like the pucker up from crafted by Resurrection.
The grapefruit.
The pucker up grapefruit.
You
I've
gotta
got a
like
grapefruit.
grapefruit.
It's gonna kill you.
You gotta
It
like
does
grapefruit. You gotta like grapefruit to like pucker.
Yeah,
I actually have a grapefruit that's better than that one.
but it's grapefruit pineapple.
This one tastes like a fresh grapefruit.
Now, see,
Freshly squelched?
That
Yeah.
last one that we just
Nice.
tried.
What's that?
The cantaloupe one. I feel
And
like
it's made
I
by
taste the
Transistor.
grape
It's
a lot.
called Zenda or something like that.
Okay, and you were saying Kinky? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. The one that you guys were talking about, the cantaloupe one.
Yes.
All I taste is the grape. It's got a strong grape tone to it.
Do you want this one back too?
I
Also?
didn't know there was any grape in that.
Drivers.
Yes, sir.
Well, you guys got to remember when juice making, and if you talk to some juice makers, they use other flavors to drive.
Yeah, it does have grape in it.
Right. So to drive that cantaloupe, they're using the grape, which has an undernote. But in some people, they pick up the grape instead of the cantaloupes. So
There we go.
When you're making juice, they use different flavors to drive it. So people will pick up different flavors from a profile.
Right, and that was when it comes to like CBD and stuff. That's another thing I've noticed with cover-up flavors. Pineapple is a common cover-up flavor.
Mango.
Apple, watermelon.
Why do you think
Well, I don't know why they're covering it up. I really don't know.
they're
It's
trying
not-
to cover up that wood taste?
It's not that bad, though.
No,
in my opinion,
if
it's
they
really
get the
not
right
that bad.
CBD line.
Yeah, that's the key. Is people want quality CBD? You
Yeah.
need to go to a reputable person.
And you got shit like CBD Plus out there, or CBD Gold, Silver, Platinum, Gold,
Well,
whatever.
What people have to understand is there's companies that are doing the isolate, which
Yeah,
is
there it
just
is.
CBD, and
I
then
was
you have
getting
full
right to it.
spectrum, which has
Yes.
all of
Love
it,
Right.
which is still legal. For those that are freaking out about your legal,
Without
No,
alcohol.
there's regulations on CBD versus THC.
yep,
The regulation is, and it is adhered to by many companies, 0.002 or 0.001, depending on the state.
yep.
Probably vapes different.
When it comes to CBD. Now, and we're talking about that 0.001, 0.002
Of a batch.
of a batch, and that's the only allotted amount of traceable THC allowed in those batches.
And most of the time, you're only finding that in your full spectrum.
Right.
Those are that have the THC A and B. Those are in full spectrums. A lot of times, those are your sublinguals, your edibles, your things of those nature.
Will still clear a whiz quiz.
Yep, absolutely.
And
if you
other...
for some reason you don't, most of the time all you need to do is go in with your CBD bottle and say, I'm taking this product, and it wipes it away because they do an extra testing on it.
Correct.
So the fear of testing positive is so minute that you have to be doing something else, so you're just trying to lie to yourself.
Yes, this is very true.
Sorry.
And as always, we are bad habit advocates. Research your shit.
And you shouldn't be buying a product from a company who can't hand you knowledge based on the products they're killing.
I have all documentation of everything I can.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. And there's a couple like Savage, CBD Savage. They actually have a report on their website of damn near every batch they make.
And that's a quality company.
Yes.
That
Savage?
right there.
Fuck yeah, baby.
That shows you the difference between
They follow me on
Savage
Instagram. I love them.
and somebody else. More than social media.
Yeah, I know. Fuck it. I just had to make
You
the
had to
fucking
throw the
quick
Instagram
joke.
out
I
there.
had to make the quick
You might as well
joke.
just go ahead, say your Instagram name so everybody hears it.
Bad Habits Network.
There you go. So follow us on Instagram.
Hey, dude, just go to fucking badhabitsnetwork.net for all our links.
There
And
you
a
go.
great time. And fucking Ken Andrews has our link on his
Yes.
right there on the front page, actually.
Actually, you click on it, it takes you right to the network.
Yep. And Bingo Bango Bongo, you can, and that's alien-cloud-vapes.com. And that's Ken Andrews. And this is Bad Habits Network. Oh, God, MMCL. She gave me an ICP.
I want to say before we get too wrapped up, Ken, thank you for coming.
No problem.
All the juices I've
absolutely.
tried have
Thank
been
you
great.
for this.
I'm actually trying to sneak away with a couple of them, and I'll be buying a couple of them. So that'll tell you right there if you're listening. We get stuff, and I'm still
And honestly,
scheduling to buy some.
I've given you our account information as well as access. So, James, it'll probably get sent to the studio, so you got an excuse to come back.
So it sucks to be you. You got to come back and deal with our asses.
Even though he said, "Fuck you guys, I love you guys, I want to be part of this. Can I be part of this?"
Absolutely.
What are you bringing to the table? Everything. Okay, come on.
Everything.
We don't care. Come on.
No,
Just
you know,
don't-
I think I will
keep
tell
the
you.
drama llama at the door.
Yeah, joining the network has been fun. It's opened up my industry as far as meeting people.
Yeah.
And it's actually a community that I enjoy being part of.
Right.
And
you're
it's
not only part of
all
that community, now you're in part of a whole bunch of other communities too.
Absolutely,
The
and it's been
podcasting
fun.
community is by far one of the most expansive communities I've ever been a part of.
Because nobody wants to listen to fucking paid advertisements.
Well, yes, they do.
Well, and I
Our-
also
our
like-
network.
Here's the thing. Nobody wants to listen to paid advertisements every 2 minutes.
And we're a free format. We are structureless structure. We keep it structureless structure. We will continue to do our best to keep it structureless structure.
Well, and even if you're listening, and it's not something you don't agree with.
I mean, this is a vape show. We're talking about sex. I mean, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, although
Yeah.
Who doesn't like to talk about
vexting is real. If you can pull off the perfect cloud while
Well,
hitting it from behind,
did you say vexing?
vexting, vaping and sexting, all at
Vaping
once.
and sexting. Wow. That's
Yeah.
like
Sexting or sex?
Sex too.
so.
If
I
you
was,
can
I was going
sext
with,
and have
That's what I'm
sex
saying.
and vape all at once, you join the network. Hands down, you're in. I will give up my seat at once for anybody who can pull that off.
So if you're balls deep in a trash can out behind an Asian bistro,
With a luchadori mask on.
I got a picture of
That's
that.
a story for
Yes, you
another
do.
time.
Yes.
That's a story for another time.
you know what? I'm gonna buy a luchador mask now. Fuck off.
I have one.
He has one.
I know. I have to get one now because Kinky and my missus share the same pet name.
Yes.
How ironic.
Yeah, well,
Small world.
it's a great world. So, guys, if you like what you hear what you like, hit the heart on this and share the fuck out of this. Seriously, to all our friends out there, wherever you are, thank you for listening to Alien Cloud Vape Surprise.
Yes,
you.
yes.
And thank you, Ken, and thank you, Dave, and thank you, Josh, and James, and Kinky.
No, thank you, man.
Thank
Fuck
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Never
having me.
thank me again.
Okay, go fuck yourself, asshole.
That's practicing safe sex. When you
Yes.
fuck yourself.
Practice safe vexting.
I do that enough.
Vexting.
We're going to have vape porn, literally.
I'm in.
I'm in for that one, actually. So, yeah.
Somebody call Karma XXX, please. Karma RX, I guess. So, all right, guys, we're out of here like fat kids in dodgeball. Peace!
Peace.
Later.
Yeah.